Well, hello, Matt. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Are you ready for the second edition of Thursday Night 9
Of being organized, yes.
of being organized? Matt and Matt. So, I'm your host, Matt Minder. For those who don't know me, CEO, co-founder of the Amateur Players Tour. This is here with Matt Fegley. He is the handicap czar, also the Northern California chapter owner. We are two guys that are pretty experienced in amateur golf. I think that's a good way to say it.
That's fair.
We've
At
traveled
different
around.
levels.
We've taken our licks.
Yes. Correct. Licks, definitely.
But we're here to talk about how to make it better. Enjoy having some people in the conversation. We're going to have a good time tonight. I already see some people jumping in. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. Can you believe, first of all, that it's August 15th?
No.
I mean,
No.
It's crazy. Like, I feel like it was just a couple of weeks ago that we were figuring out the member manual for the 2024 season.
For this
And now
year,
now we're talking about what do we need to update for the 2025 season, because let's face it, 2025 membership's opening tonight. It's open now. Like, you can buy your 2025 membership right now.
Yes. I tried earlier.
Well,
I was a test subject.
You were a test subject. I like that. Yeah. I can appreciate that. A few people found it before we announced it, but it's officially open now. You'll see it all over social media and emails tomorrow. But North American Championships on us. We'll get to that later on. You want to stay tuned for that. We got a big announcement for the North American Championship. The Senior North American Championship, Fegley, is sold out.
Done.
Sold out.
Done.
People keep calling us.
Full.
It's not going to change the answer. Yes, I wish we'd have booked 3 courses. I'll admit to it. You heard it here. You know what I mean? 240 was not the right number. We got it wrong, guys. We will not screw up next year. There will be more spots. So we apologize.
It's, the dartboard came back with the incorrect answer.
100%. Miner's already given us crap in the chat.
Well,
That's
of course.
Fair. But we do have a 150 player field this weekend at Bears Best, the final major of the year, the Southern Brawl at Bears Best. So that's going to be fun. You're not coming to Atlanta, though. You're still in California, right?
Yeah, I'm in California.
So I'm flying out tomorrow. Chris is live from Sewanee tonight in the Fairfield Inn. Just let everybody know, Thursday Night 9, if this is new to you. It's the second week for us. It's new to us. 9 topics. 5 minutes each-ish, right, Fegley?
Ish.
We added a few. Well, there's par 5s, there's par 4s, there's par 3s.
Yeah, you're getting all technical. It's kind of fun.
Chris is monitoring the pace of play at the moment, so that's good. He'll check in, and he's telling me we got to get to hole 1. So we just got the announcements and to get going. So first one, Fegley, hole 1's a par 5, 2025 memberships. What do people need to know?
Well, it's open, so you can register now.
That's true.
You can hit that fancy QR code that Chris or you put up. I don't know. That's kind of
couple people have hit it so far.
There you go. Just like
it's
that.
It's pretty nifty. We're getting high tech on the APT tonight. Thursday Night 9 is bringing. See, we've had a 3rd scan. People are doing it. They're like, does this work? Is this going to actually take me to the website?
Or somewhere else?
It takes you to the join page. I checked it like 4 times before I put it up there. I made sure Alderucci did not have access to our Restream account. But a couple big changes people need to know about.
Yes,
we'll be talking
there
about
are big changes.
The APT membership starting in 25 is no longer a season by season membership. So it's a 365-day membership. So if you sign up on October 1st of the next year is when your membership date will be up. So there's no more of, I don't want to sign up on June 1st because I only have 2 months. If you sign up on June 1st, it's good till June 1st of the next year. It's going to become a rolling deal. Now, that being said, for all of you people that are looking, well, why did I sign up early for the 2025 membership? If you're renewing your membership, we are going to move the date for you. So we're gonna move the date to October 1st of 2025. So it does not harm you to jump in early. And Fegley, I'll let you tell, we do have a little bit of early bird pricing going on.
You're gonna give a $10 discount if you renew early. So yes. So 125 versus 135.
125 versus 135. Inflation has hit the APT a little bit. We do have 5 full-time staffers to feed. Trying to be as reasonable as possible, but it is going up $10, which is cheaper than everything else that's going up. So
yes,
say about inflation tonight, Fegley. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. I bought a $5 tomato the other day. It was like, what?
$5 tomato. No wonder
It's
salad now is like $8.99.
$8.99. Hell,
you get it without tomatoes at $4. Come on.
Yep, exactly.
Chris just
All
said
right.
back on track. We just
Back on track.
You're looking for 2.5 minutes in the woods.
Yeah.
Let's move on. But benefits.
Get back.
So not everything's confirmed yet. It's only August 15th, guys. So we're still working on some sponsorships. I can tell you we did sign Avis and Budget to another 3-year deal, which, by the way, is the most underused great benefit of the APT. Let's just talk about that for a minute.
It's one of the good ones.
Yeah, if somebody complains like membership's $135, go rent a car one time and use the budget code and you save $270. Stop talking to me.
Yes. Correct.
Just saying.
It is
fantastic.
Anyway, yep.
So we're going to be pushing that hard because I was shocked at the number of people that have not taken advantage of the Avis and Budget deal yet. So they actually sent me a report yesterday. Phil's been asking for it for like a year. And I thought, I was like, just send me the report on the car rentals. And I got it, and I was like, yeah, we need to talk about that more because it's such a great deal.
That's fair.
First year we did it at Pinehurst, we had members telling us they saved $470 on their week-long rental for their car at Pinehurst, which, by the way, the Avis and Budget code is active. I'm sure Chris can put it in the chat. You just got to have our number. Once you have our number, you can save it in your account. By the way, if you're a budget member, get the fast break. You don't have to wait at the counter. It will save you.
It's so much time. Or Avis Preferred. Like, I've been with Avis for a long time. So,
100.
There's no reason to not, again, we have our company that we have our deal with. But if you have something else, there is no reason why to not get the preferred, the fast break.
Yeah. If anybody's wondering, go ahead.
I just had a minor meltdown in Vegas when I showed up and the preferred counter was closed and I had to go and I had to sit in the line.
It's so brutal. You never think that that's what you need to do, but I'm just telling you, you can absolutely. Chris is asking you to publicize the codes. Absolutely publicize the Avis and Budget codes. Let's get it out there. We're going to talk about it. And but what I was going to say, I don't remember. This may be the best membership package we've put together from a value standpoint. We're still confirming some things, so I'm not going to give all the details yet, but I'll tell you, we're giving a $50 credit to the Pro Shop again. Every member, not just not just the full members. Every member is going to get a $50 credit to spend in the Pro Shop. We'll talk about some of those items yet. We've got a lot more in recently. That's great. A lot of you still need to use your $50 credit from
this year.
From this year, because it will expire in October.
Yep. So get it done.
But we're going to have
one-time use.
Yeah, we're going to have a special deal on the gloves for members. That's a stupid good deal. We're going to have stuff from Turtleson. We're going to have stuff from Sun Ice. We're going to have stuff from 2 Under. And that's just the stuff that I've confirmed, which is awesome. And there's more coming. So we've got some great partners that are coming in that we're still talking to. It's going to be the best membership deal we've put together if you like stuff, and we're going to keep trying to grow that and keep adding value to the membership.
Nationals in 2026. Well, we got to get Nationals in 2025 figured out first.
Yeah, we got to figure out 2025. Although we will talk about that tonight because that's coming up. I would stick around for hole 6. We'll tell you when we're going to announce it. So,
correct.
So there's that. Mark Lamoureux, if the Global Golf credit expires, it does not, to my knowledge. It hasn't yet. Nope. I used mine from last year like a month ago. It was great.
But use it.
So we got the 1-minute warning. We're getting to the point where we got to continuously putt here. Pace of play is going to be really important tonight, Fegley. We're going to talk about that on the APT probably until I'm blue in the face. Chris might come in, but I think we covered it. 2025 memberships open. We're going to probably throw some teasers of what's coming. We'll registration for some tournaments opening soon, but go ahead, get signed up. We're moving that date anyway, and get ready for when we announce some of these majors.
It's going to sell out quick.
You're going to want to be able to hit the register button without delay, because there's some great ones. I signed a contract today at a major venue, and I'm really freaking excited about it.
Very excited.
So
it's going to be a weekend of very much fun. But the key is,
absolutely freaking excited.
So from a membership perspective, we're changing from a season by season to 365. So your anniversary date. If you get signed up now, you do get a discount. And your active date, if you do sign up now, will not be effective until October 1st. So those are the key points. And the swag bag. The swag bag's got the $50. And then awesome. A bunch of other stuff from the partners that are you're working on or that you've worked on, and I don't have to turn red because you're saying that we should.
So, well, we got to move on. Chris is saying hole 2. This is a par 3. This is a quickie, but we should just call this section Matt's mailbag, and they won't know if they emailed me or you.
Fair enough.
Just going. Yeah, Chris has said we're 50 seconds behind. It happens. We'll go quick. We're going to catch up. But tournament index calculation. Just explain it for a minute. I don't want to get into technicals of I know it's this minus this times 113. That's not it. Just
let's talk about best.
There we go.
Your best. It's based on potential, not average, right? So it's your best 7 of 14. There is a sliding scale up until 14. That roughly accounts for your best 50% of your scores. So, always think of it that way. It's your best. It's your best. It's your best.
Average of your average. 50% of your scores, and it measures. Fagley, does it measure your potential, or does it measure your average playing ability?
Potential. And those of you, a big misconception that exists out there is, well, I shot really bad. My handicap's going to go up. No.
Not necessarily.
Because it's based off your best scores, your best 7 of 14, not your average. So even if you do, throw in that clunker, it's not necessarily going to move your index. In most cases, it will not. So that's the big key. There are some where it will, but in most it will not. So that's the big thing.
Absolutely. But the big thing about your tournament index, just understand it's measuring your potential. So when you come in, don't be like, well, I normally shoot 85. Well, if the best 25% of your rounds are 74s, you're going to be in a better division than when the best 25% of your rounds are 79.
Yeah.
In theory. Something like that. Pretty simple. 30-second warning. I think we caught up in the tournament index. I did that on purpose.
We did.
But I knew.
It's a quick one.
Chris yelled at us, and so we didn't take any practice swings on tournament index. So let's get to hole 3. I'll start. We didn't talk about this ahead of time, so I'm curious your thoughts. So we could debate on this a little bit. But hole 3 is, let's call it the rules segment of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 5 minutes for this one. It's going to be fun. And this one came in this morning in an email, and we haven't had people send in
to talk about
rules questions via email yet, but that's going to be a thing now. So if you want your rules question answered on the live, send Matt an email.
It's fair.
And it may get on the live. So this one comes from Eddie Gilbert from New Jersey. And here's his question. He said, if you have no choice but to hit a golf shot left-handed, like branches are in your way, you can't really stand behind it right-handed. But in doing so, you're standing on the cart path. Okay? Would you get relief under the cart path rule? Obviously, yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because that's how you have to play. He goes, but then after getting relief, is it permissible to hit the ball right-handed?
Yes. But this is where things are going to get really weird, is because of nearest point of complete relief.
Will not get you out of what caused you to hit the ball left-handed.
Potentially.
It'll get you away from the cart path. I mean, it could.
It could.
In theory.
I
can't think of a good situation where that would happen.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was like, well, okay, if it's a skinny tree, right, maybe.
Right.
But if it's a big tree or a big bush or a big rock,
right. I mean, if it's something like, so say you've got the cart path like here, and then there's like a little tree that's here, you know what I mean? That their ball's up against it, so you can't hit on the other side of the trunk. So you have to turn around and hit it left hand. You're staying in the cart path. You're going to move. Your nearest point of relief is going to be like of complete relief is going to be right at the tree, and you get a club length, and you could probably hit it right-handed.
So maybe, right? So if there was a circumstance where that's the case,
yeah,
like,
but it's it's left-handed relief, which makes it even more interesting. That's what makes it hard, right? So,
correct, because yeah, put it this way, you'd be measuring.
Yeah. The biggest point of this, I think, that people need to know is in this situation, call over your playing competitor and make sure they watch you do it. Because someone's going to come to the scoring table and yell at you for this. Guaranteed.
Right. What'd you do? You know, and that's the whole thing, right? Like, always discuss it, you know.
Right. No, I think it's a good one to talk about. I mean, it's an interesting piece. Now, you can't just be like sitting there to stand on the cart path and decide you're going to hit it left-handed without a clear obstruction in the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh, I feel like I'm going to hit a draw left-handed where I'm going to hit a draw right-handed. I'd rather hit my draw left-handed. That's not how it works.
Right. It's correct. It's got to be reasonable, right? That's the big thing. That's the big thing. Yeah. But if that's the reasonable situation and then you get relief, then yes, but you have to take left hand, you know.
And Minor takes a great point. You can always play two balls in that situation. Yeah. So real quick, and then we'll have one question because we're going to get through this and be back on time probably. Number one, if you're playing two balls, what are the two things that you're required to do if you're playing two balls?
Declare which one you want.
Correct.
Right. I'm in a weird situation. I'm going to play it as it lies because I'm not sure my relief, but if I do get relief, this is the relief I'm taking, and I'm going to score with that ball that I take relief from, right? So play two balls and put them both in. That's the other important thing.
Right. And then you have to report it at the scoring area, even if you get the same score. You've got to report it to the committee. I'm going to read David Watson.
Yeah, it's an important learning situation too.
We're not going to get stuck in the weeds because I'm seeing a lot of things in the chat that I do not believe are correct. So I'm going to ask you this. I'm taking practice swing in the fairway and rough, and during my swing, I make contact with the ball. I never address the ball. Do I take penalty and play my next shot for the new position or replace my ball?
1 stroke penalty, replace the ball.
1 stroke penalty, replace ball. It's 0 stroke penalty. There's no penalty on the putting green. Anywhere else on the golf course, it's a 1 stroke penalty. If you replace it, it's a 2 stroke penalty if you don't.
Yeah. Teeing area in the green. It's a free mess up.
Teeing area. Good call. I wasn't thinking about the teeing area.
Teeing area in the green, it's fine. Anywhere else, even if you accidentally do it, you're still.
Yep. Absolutely. You know. Hey, hole 3. Chris, before we go to first break, how are we doing on pace of play, bud?
You guys are back on time, so let's keep it moving.
There we go. I like it. So we've got a quick message from our friends at Global Golf, and then we're going to chat with Southern California chapter owner Troy Shadid, bring him on. So stay tuned for a message from our friends at Global Golf.
Shop Global Golf for gear and recommendations that are all about you. With You Try, You Select, and You Trade In, Global Golf's comprehensive suite of services feature the widest variety of new and pre-owned products, PGA professional backed insight, and unbeatable value to help you play your best. So visit Global Golf today and experience personalized shopping that's all about you.
So, hey guys, just don't forget, 2024 members all get a $50 credit to globalgolf.com. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to go. Go to globalgolf.com, create an account with your APT email address, wait probably 2 hours, and go to the rewards section, and your credit will show there. It'll be $50 plus $5 for creating the account, so it's really $55. Don't ask me about 25 yet. We've got something working. I can't talk about it. So Phil's not here to stare at me, so let's not go there. There you go, Fegley. So our guest, hole 4, we're getting in. This is a par 5 again, so we got some time. So how do I introduce Troy?
I don't know.
So Troy stepped in last year in Southern California. It probably has been one of the brightest spots on our chapter owners. I mean, he's literally doubled the SoCal chapter this year. He's doing a fantastic job. So APT family, please welcome Troy Shadid, all the way from Temecula, California.
That's right. That's right.
I will say I'm not celebrating tonight from drinking Temecula grapes. These are Washington grapes, but I do have some Temecula grapes from the last trip to visit you sitting in the basement. I just didn't pick them tonight, so I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
So
I like the comment on here. When's Matt Minder going to shave his beard like Matt Fegley? That's pretty hilarious.
Wow. Because I have a newborn, man. I shave like once every 3 weeks. I'm still baby faced.
Hey, Christian. I remember you from Nationals.
But I'm just we got to distract some people. So I'm going to go and put this 2025 membership code back up.
Yes.
That'll be good. So everybody can just keep scanning that. It's hiding Fegley's beard a little bit. I need to go this way. But anyways, Southern California, man. APT SoCal.
Yes.
How's it going out there?
Going well. We just had our largest tournament of the season. It was an elevated event, of course. So we had a few guys coming in from Vegas. Went really good. Had some great scores, great rounds. We actually had a Division I player shot a 64, which was stinking amazing. And most of the guys that played with him were just excited to be paired with him to watch it happen in front of their eyes. So I think he had an eagle and 6 birdies and just played really, really well. He's from out here, but he plays for college in New York or something like that. So it's kind of interesting. 18-year-old kid. It was great.
Nice. Yeah, 64 is solid at any golf course in America.
Yes.
So
yes.
From any yardage.
From any yardage, 64, you just like hats off, shake hands. But so tell us a little bit, I know you're excited to get the 2025 membership going. You're bringing some fall events. That's one of the things that we've been focusing on AT. Why don't you talk a little bit about what you're planning for the fall and how really the 365-day membership is going to allow, more playing opportunities throughout the year for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we already have 2025 members from our event last weekend that won. So that's cool to see. And we're looking at our first tournament this year is October 19th. Then we have one November 9th and then booking in December. And then looking forward to coming into January, Martin Luther King weekend. We have an elevated event in La Quinta, California at Terra-Lago where they had the Skins game when Tiger was playing in that, as well as Eagle Falls, 2 really top courses. So then we're bringing in Oak Quarry this next season, which is a really sought after, I think, hole 14, 15, 16. One of those 2 is a par 3 over the Quarry, one of the top par 3s rated. Whoever rates them, I guess, U.S. Golf or Golf Magazine, whoever rates them. And so that was great. Soboba Country Club's a new one on tour this year where they play the Canadian PGA qualifier every spring. So excited to have our tour go there as well. And then Journey at Pechanga will be our chapter finals next year. So we got the schedule going, and I think we got 16 to 18 events, and excited for our chapter finals coming up here in 3-4 weeks.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So, Fagan, I'm letting you step in. I'm fixing the QR.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
I'm just going to take it direct tonight. We're going direct to Blue Golf. Not sure. Somebody's having a problem.
Oh,
I'm fixing the QR code.
I love it. Like, here, you do this. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Troy. So what? So where are you? Chapter finals are.
Chapter finals this year, Oak Creek and Irvine. It's a sister course to Pelican Hill, and we did a players forum last year when I took over the tour, and that was the number 1 requested course to play was Oak Creek. So went after it and got it, and so. Pretty pumped about that, and just kind of spreading it around Southern California with some new courses for 2025 season. So pretty cool. We got some new members jumping in and some good players, and I saw the comment on here about Bighorn. Not sure I can get on that course, but hey, you never know. So,
Oh man, that's awesome.
yeah,
So
yeah.
take advantage of the Palm Springs area when it's cold everywhere and getting out
Right.
there.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
if you're in the cold area, come to Palm Springs in January and play in our event. So
Yep. There you go. Nice
Palm
and easy.
Springs in
That'll work.
January is so good, man.
it is.
Like
It
you
is.
you cannot beat Palm Springs in January. I love it. You may see me out there if the wife lets me go. That is for
Okay.
sure. So I'm not sure that's going to happen, but I don't know. What are you most excited about, Troy? We got a couple minutes left before we got to move on. What are you most excited for 2025?
New blood, new players, new members, getting a lot of new guys jumping in. So we are close to 170 in membership for our 2024 season. So hoping to maybe get sniff the 200 mark next year, and if we can get 200, then it gives you more influence to get the better courses. So then you're talking the budgets of the golf professional who. How many are you going to bring? Oh, absolutely. Maybe I can get on Bighorn. So,
Right. I will tell you, it gets a little bit easier. The more the members go, and as you get out and get established, and running tournaments like you're running tournaments, it gets a lot easier down the line. So that'll be good. Yeah. Chris is telling us that we've got to go to 6T.
Time's up.
Speaking of great events, the par 3 challenge at the Aero Club might be one of my favorite events of the year. Looking forward to being there this year. It's under the lights, Myrtle Beach. 3 clubs, par 3s, 100 yards. What gets better, Dudley?
You
play
don't
last
know.
year, Troy?
What's that?
Did you get in on the par 3 last year?
No, I was filming. I was walking around with Jay and Matt.
Oh,
and,
that's right. Yeah,
I was filming,
goofing off. Which again, we have the classic reminder of, oh yeah, I need to get the footage to Chris, so maybe we could put together a nice little hit series of all the bad shots.
It's interesting. You got guys that are really trying to win the par 3, and you got guys that could care less, and so you get that combination. And I think did we have a hole in one, if I remember, or something like that? I don't know. They're all short. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I just enjoyed that. To your point, right? It's people taking it really serious, or people going, "Where is the cart? Can the beer cart come back by, please?"
Yeah, it's a great time. It's kind of fun because it's kind of like the Masters Par 3 contest, right? You're not sure if you want to win the par 3 tournament before the big dance.
Correct.
But some people don't care. They're like, I'm not worried about it. Although I will tell you, no winner of the North American Championship has ever won the par 3 and the North American Championship. We're only going into year 2 though, so may not be a thing. But if you're planning on coming to the beach, get down on Wednesday night. Wednesday night's a fun night to meet a ton of great people. Enjoy the APT family. It's a social event. It's a good time. Under the lights starts at 7:00. We play in Sixums. It's just a fun event. And then Thursday we'll have registration all day. We've got 2 great preview events, True Blue and Caledonia. You guys will be getting emails about that this week as well, to add to your practice rounds. But we've secured times, True Blue and Caledonia, and then a Thursday night VIP. So there's so much going on around the North American Championship. That's not just the 3 rounds of tournament. That's going to make everything really special. And hole 6 actually gets to one of those events we haven't talked about that much yet.
Nope.
So are we there, Chris? Can I get there early?
Yeah, we can go early.
He says go. He's like, man, I enjoy that you're listening to us. So Folds of Honor VIP night, Thursday night. We will have tickets for this. Space is going to be limited. Folds of Honor partner members are going to get a deep discount and first crack at it. We'll get all the details out on that. We've brought in the best cover band in Myrtle Beach, which is going to be super, super fun.
And I always forget their name, but
I
You
always
have
forget
it?
their name too, but they're so good. I'm gonna have to look it up on Facebook while we're talking. I will circle back to it during this segment.
we both fumbled that one. Jeez,
We suck, but we're gonna be
it's a
there.
great name.
We're gonna
Fun.
celebrate Folds of Honor. We're gonna write them a massive check for the second straight year, which is going to do some really cool things for some really awesome families that we love and respect that are willing to sacrifice so much for us. We're going to announce the North American Championship venue for 2025 so y'all can stop bothering me on the live. I'm not telling you until that night, so you got to be there. Just saying. And all of the majors for 2025, which I will tell you for some of them, you probably want to be in the room to be able to sign up.
And the
I'm just
categories.
Categories. Hey, this is the home office, guys. This is the home office. It is what it is.
Oh,
Man. Goodness gracious.
Yes.
I'm looking up this band. Fegley, you keep talking.
No, it's the Saltines. Yeah.
Hulu and the Saltines. Wife comes through.
Yeah.
So say hi to wife and the bean.
She's like, great. Hi.
There you go. So we're back.
Oh, man.
That's life these days, and it's the greatest thing ever. I'm just letting you know. So,
there you go.
Certainly.
So that's going to be from 7:30 to 10:30. We got the Folds of Honor celebration. It'll be a good time, man.
We'll have some food and some drink.
Time. Yes.
That's going to be awesome.
It'll be good.
Some of that included. So some extra things that are new this year for the North American Championship. Practice facilities at Legends are going to be open.
Mm-hmm.
The entire weekend for you. Ranges included. Mm-hmm. Be able to use your player badge to access any of the range at Legends at any time. Well, practice rounds will be able to be available to be booked 2 weeks out. So they've got some space for us. They're saving, but 2 weeks out. So if you're worried about the rotation to figure it out, we're going to cover that. Hole number 7. It's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up. Every day after, we're going to gather back at Legends from 2 to 5, the Universal Retirement 19th hole. We'll have the Worldwide Golf Putting Challenge. They're sending some really sweet prizes. And for those of you that played at Big Cedar this year and saw the really sweet prizes that we were playing for, they're sending more of that. So that's going to be fun. We're going to raise some money for Folds, work with Worldwide Golf to use that to raise some significant money for Folds. So we'll have that going on. Universal Retirement's going to be on hand, sponsoring the 19th hole. We'll have food and drink back at the Legends Clubhouse. We'll have the leaderboards. We'll have live interviews going. We'll have the Thursday night 9. We'll probably do a Friday afternoon 7 or something like that. Who knows? We'll have something to cover, Fegley. So we'll be around doing that. And
the putt-putt challenge or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Rich is making fun of us. It is what it is.
Well, of course he is. It wouldn't be right if he wasn't.
Yeah, I think a good point. I think it's Rivia brought it up. I think the check-in registration at the national championships needs to be addressed. That it won't be like last year. That
not at all.
Not at all. So I think that would be encouraging for people. So
correct. It's going to open Wednesday afternoon from 2 to 6. And it's going to be open Thursday from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. So come on by at any one of those times.
Yeah.
The event's going to be completely separate from registration. Registration is going to be open all day for 2 days.
Yes.
The other thing that you need to know, we will not be accepting cash for optional games at the first tee on Friday.
Uh-oh.
So come to registration to pay cash or send us Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Make arrangements. We're going to make it so that way everything we can ensure its accuracy. We can give a better experience for everybody. That's going to be a key. We'll be sending out a lot of information about that. Don't send it yet, please. We got a few more weeks. You can start sending it on September 10th, I promise. But Thursday night, make plans. Folds of Honor partners, you're going to get first dibs at it. And a discount on the tickets. We'll have music included, food, drink. We're going to raise some money for Folds of Honor. By the way, presented Cliff Austin, Patriot Coatings, has stepped up big, veteran-owned company that's killing it. They're doing a lot in a lot of APT markets. They're doing really well. They've stepped up to sponsor it. Obviously, they have a heart for veterans, a heart for Folds of Honor. Couldn't be a better partner for the Thursday night 9 and the Thursday night Folds of Honor VIP party. Just saying.
There you go.
We love Patriot Coating. Shout out to Cliff Austin. Stay tuned. We do have a message from our friends at Folds of Honor. If you're not familiar with them, please pay attention to this. Then we're back for the final 3 holes.
Are desperate for common ground, searching for evidence that our name, the United States, still holds true. The answer comes when we see a soldier in uniform, a first responder risking their life to protect others. On this, we agree. Those who protect our freedom and families deserve our unwavering support. We give it through Folds of Honor. When U.S. service members and first responders are disabled or killed, the Folds of Honor provides their family with life-changing scholarships. The recipients are as diverse as the country we call home. Their common bond, sacrifice. We the people have found what unites us. Join us.
And Troy, I'll bring you in here. I know the work that our members do for Folds of Honor is one of the most fulfilling things to see of anything we do at APT. You know, I'm curious your guys' perspective. Matt, I'll bring you in. I had to do it from on stage. I was nervous as all get out. You know, hanging out with Jurley, had hung out with Jurley for, you know, a long time in the PJ show, got to know her. Just really, really special. And to watch what happened on that stage last year, to go from $86,000 on the check to, you know, all of a sudden we're donating $100,000 is something that, you know, I will never forget as long as I live. Super cool.
Absolutely. That was my first time being at the national finals. And, you know, that was a portion of the event that I wasn't expecting. And so that was really kind of jaw dropping to hear the story, see the money, all the things that go beyond golf. That was cool.
Yeah. So, and another year, another big check. We're getting ready to ride for Folds of Honor. And I don't even know if this guy that's showing on the show knows the script. So bringing him on could really get us in trouble with pace of play, but we're going to do it anyway.
Let's wing it, baby. Come on. Let's wing it.
What's going on, Jody Barrett? We're just gonna give you a topic here, and then we're gonna go. So this topic is Pro Shop updates, which you should know about this because we send you all the new merchandise.
I read just as much of your emails as all of our members do.
Oh.
I'm just gonna put that up to cover your face.
That's fair.
So there you go. We have the new APT hats. They're in the store. People have been asking about them for months. They're in the store. We've got a ton of them. So
I got one.
Yeah,
They finally came off the boat.
Chris is really tired of carrying boxes. So we have a bunch of those. Other new things that are really cool. If you haven't got the tour gloves yet, new sponsor, US Glove. These are stinking awesome. Lots more to come with them in 2025. One of the less knowns. We got a code 2024 Sun Ice, $50 off this stuff. Begley, you're taking over. I'm done.
Dude, I'm just entertained by the fact that we can, you know, Jody finds some time in his schedule, gets on, and it's like QR code.
That's because he was mean right off the bat. He's just got to be nice. Goodness gracious.
I thought you were laughing at the comment of someone there about.
I'm like the neighbor in Tool Time.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh. All showing our age there on that one, but you know, it's all good.
Hey. I'm just glad that I understand that. Chris isn't backstage going Tool Time. No idea what that is.
No idea.
It's got to be the generation gap because that's like right on the edge for me. So he has no chance.
Home Improvement. It's on reruns. You can find it on
Nick at Night now, probably.
you stream
Nick
it
at Night.
somewhere. It's good stuff.
I'm pretty sure Nick at Night has dumped Home Improvement at this point for something else. Nick at Night is like Friends now. It used to be like Saved by the Bell and Home Improvement and like good shows. And then not that Friends is a bad show, but I just feel old. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, we're supposed to be telling people, Jody, we're giving everyone $50 to spend in the pro shop. And you still need to use it. The code's 2024 member. Use your email with Blue Golf and literally have $50 worth of APT stuff on us.
It's kind of like a birdie putt. If you leave it short, it's never going to go in. If you don't use the $50, shame on you.
What's going on Facebook?
That's right.
That's true. Expires in October, so I know some of y'all been waiting, but there's also great deals. Turtleson Sun Ice. We have codes 2024 Turtles, 24 Sun Ice. Gets you $50 off anything you see in the store with that, which turns out to be like a 40 to 50% discount, which is pretty stinking good for some great stuff. The Sun Ice hoodie. I know you guys are making fun of me for wearing it. I'm in our basement. It's underground, and it is not warm down here. So I haven't figured out how to get it warmer. It'll probably be super hot in the winter.
How about the gloves, though?
The gloves are freaking solid, dude.
Yeah. Gloves are legit.
The gloves are legit. So, and cheap. We're in 1 minute warning.
They're so good. The gloves are good. Good work, Jack, yet again.
Yeah. Jack knows. Jack's good.
Jack knows people.
Jack knows people. These things are awesome. We're excited to expand. By the way, if you're coming to the North American Championship, see what we're doing here in the Segway? One of these gloves. The ability, the 2025 membership swag is going to have a stupid offer on the gloves to get you guys to try them out because they are fantastic. You will love them.
All right, I'm going to call that a scramble par on hole 7.
I appreciate that.
We made a long par putt.
In the trees and
we just made a Jody Barrett par there.
That's right.
all we did.
Yes.
It's a Jody Barrett par. So, hole 8 North American Championship. We have a big announcement because everybody keeps asking about the course rotation. I know. So here's what we've done. So we took some feedback from y'all because everybody's like, I don't want to go to Oyster Bay. It's too far up north. It's an hour up north. I don't want to go up north. So here's the deal.
By the players, for the players.
By the players, for the players. Oyster Bay's not on the rotation anymore. We've cut the field to 480, which means as of tonight, there are 50 spots left. So if you're on the fence, it will sell out quickly. I'm sending out an email tomorrow morning announcing there's only 50 spots left. So if you're on the live and you haven't signed up yet, hit the register button and apply because once they're gone, they're gone. We're going to run it with 4 courses. And people are like, oh, that's you guys are conceding. No, we're bringing more people to the beach right now without the 50 spots than we've ever had in a North American Championship before. In fact, we could have sold 360 for the senior, which I'm kicking myself because Phil and I have been trying to figure out how to make 360 work for the last 3 days, and we can't do it.
No.
So next year, guys, don't worry. We will not make the same mistake twice. But once they're gone, they're gone. Here's the cool things. For those of you trying to figure out hotels, I'm not going to tell you the course rotation yet because it's going to be tight with 4 courses. However, practice rounds will be available at all 4 courses. You can book 2 weeks out. So make your plans where you want to play the practice rounds. There will be availability. The booking window is 2 weeks out to get whatever. We've got stupid rates. $65 for all of the 4 rotation courses. A discounted rate on True Blue and Caledonia coming. It won't be $65, but it's not going to be their rack rate either. So it's going to be good. 50% of the field approximately is going to make the cut to play the final round at True Blue and Caledonia. So it's going to kind of be like a tour event. Get where we're going?
Yep.
And if people want to know where to stay, everybody's going to play 1 round at one of the courses at Legends Resort and 1 round on the south side of the beach. So plan accordingly. So anywhere between Legends and True Blue Caledonia, good place to stay. However, we have stupid deals at Legends. I repeat, stupid deals at Legends. You get a 2-bedroom condo, all in, taxes, resort fees, everything. $221.76 a night. 76 cents a night. Sorry. There's 4 beds in the 2-bedroom. If you split that up, it's literally $55 a night per person, all in. Can't beat it. Those will release to the public tomorrow. I've been told there are 30 units available, so we do have some space. So, Mrs. Jadid, we saw you. You can say hi.
Cat's out of the bag.
There we go. Jody, what are you most excited about the American Championship?
Dude, I'm excited about obviously the course rotation. You've already mentioned the excellent deals, but I'm really excited about what we're about to talk about on the next hole, the senior North American Championship. So that's mostly because I'm going to be able to play in it.
Right. I keep telling Phil that since he's playing in the senior, I'm going to play in the regular.
You should.
He just keeps looking at me and he goes, "You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're not allowed." I'm not saying that I'm going to listen to him. I might get signed up. It could happen.
I'm down.
It would be awesome. So, hey, Phil. Glad you're at dinner right now and skipping the live, not working pace to play with Chris.
Oh, boy. Woo!
So,
I love it.
Oh, it would be fun. I do love me some Legends courses, Heritage Club, Tradition. I was really impressed. I'd never been to Tradition when I did our walkthrough, which is, by the way, like 2 days before the baby came. So glad we made it home. That could have been bad. But I was really impressed. Tradition has a charm to it that I just really enjoy. Like Heritage, you expect it. I mean, Heritage is a top 10 course in South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Heritage Club's fantastic. Moreland and Heathland are both unique and really fun. I've played 1 million rounds at Moreland and Heathland both, and so know them well. But Tradition just has this unique charm to it. I mean, the 4 courses on here are all phenomenal. There's not a cupcake out there, and then obviously everybody's playing for True Blue and Caledonia. And by the way, the consolation courses are going to be Heritage Club and Moreland. So the only consolation is you're not playing for the title.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and the course conditioning is fantastic this year too. You know, we drew a short straw last year with all the rain and everything leading up to it, but this year it seems like all the courses are in really fantastic shape. The weather patterns have been a little bit better for us, so excited about middle of September in Myrtle. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's looking really good. A lot of things are coming together. A lot of great food in Myrtle as well. A lot of great things for the family to do. If you're concerned about lodging, there's lodging literally everywhere in Myrtle in September. It's not expensive. You can stay. You can stay on the ocean if you want to. You can stay inland. You can stay at a Holiday Inn. You can grab Marriott points. There's all kinds of options. It's a plentiful. We're right at the beginning of package season. 2 weeks after we're there, you do not want to try to stay in Myrtle Beach or play golf there because it will be packed.
Yes.
So we're getting at the very beginning of prime time, which is a phenomenal time to be down there, and it's going to be a good event. So going to that, Jody, I'll let you lead into the senior.
Sorry, I was sharing in the private chat. So the whole 9
APT after dark, baby.
That was just for you guys.
Thank you.
Comment
Senior
that
North American Championship is sold out. So again, as you just mentioned, we could have probably expanded that thing to 300 plus players, and but you know, first year doing it, we want to make sure that we had a sellout, and thank you to everybody that jumped on that really quick. So Grand Dunes, man, how do you rate the reno work that's been done at Grand Dunes?
I mean, if it's not number one in Myrtle Beach right now, it's in the conversation. You know what I mean?
It's pretty mint. I mean,
yeah,
they did more than just a fresh coat of paint on that place.
Yeah, you might got Grand Dunes, Caledonia, True Blue.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sweet. Old guys are getting a sweet deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Grand Dunes there, and I'll be honest, you're gonna love Long Bay, and I know you're not a Nicholas fan, but you're gonna love Long Bay. Long Bay is a really fun. Long Bay is just a fun golf course.
Is it in your top 10, 40?
Nope, it's not. It's not. But it's still hateful.
Well, I mean,
so, it is what it is.
Right.
No, Long Bay is just not the typical Nicholas. It's pretty forgiving off the tee. The greens are fun. They're not like Mystic Dunes fun, but they're fun. But they're fair. You're going to find good spots to them, but it's going to reward good shots, and you're going to have some interesting up and downs if you don't hit solid iron shots into the greens. You're going to putt from 40 yards off a lot of these greens because that's what you do. It's just a fun golf course. It's going to be a really good test compared with Grand Dunes. I think you're going to find the best player that week because, Grand Dunes, you have a little bit of advantage if you hit it far. Long Bay, that doesn't help you at all. So it's going to be a nice mix for a championship. I think it's a really fair test, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, if we're finding the best player with those courses, I'm screwed. So
it's quite possibly true, but we're going to have fun with it anyway. So
exactly.
We'll say what everybody needs to know in the entry fee. Everybody double dips in the entry fee. Part of the entry is going to senior divisions. Part of your entry is going to senior net. We're crowning 6 globalgolf.com senior players of the year after the senior North American. Obviously, we're, crowning 5 globalgolf.com national player of the year at the North American championship. But lots at stake, lots of things going on. It's going to be a really, really fun event. So, Fagley and I wish we were 50, but we'll be there working.
And we'll get to 50 sooner than later, although now people might question whether I'm eligible or not. If I grow the beard back, I might be able to sneak in regardless of eligibility.
Right. I have a feeling with you as the handicap czar, as much as you watch other people's handicaps, that people have your birthday on a whiteboard.
That's fair. Fair enough.
So
send me gifts.
It happens. So
hey,
share
Matt,
the cart.
I saw two good comments. One was at the senior championships, is there 60 plus tees? And I believe the answer is yes, just like anything else. And then someone else asked, is there any qualifications to get into the Open Championship, or is it free game right now?
It is free game to apply. You've got to get a 5-round minimum. You don't have to get to your 5 rounds before you apply.
There you go.
Fegley, you take that home. You just have to have a plan. So, Fegley, I'll let you walk through that.
Well, no, that's the big thing is we want to make sure that we're playing with players that we have a good understanding of where they sit. So 5 rounds before the North American, if you don't have it yet, but there's enough events remaining, you're more than welcome to apply. We'll just be tracking those that fall short of that. So, yeah, and then it's three of those events have to happen after July. So, those of you that haven't played in a while that did sign up, we are going to be looking to, all on the up and up. So,
yeah, and there's some May in there. I mean, it's just we're going to be reviewing handicaps. Like, y'all should expect that by now. I mean, this Fegley far exceeded our expectations and wishes and his crew of handicap people in going through to make sure the fields are fair. I mean, we had a call last night to go through the field at Bears Best. We were looking at about 22 different players. Just so you know, Chris, we're through with hole 9. We're in the 19th hole now. We're just doing Q&A.
There we go.
We got 10 minutes of Q&A. That's how it works.
There we go.
Chris is looking at me. But But reviewing unvalidated players, the North American Championship, Senior North American Championship takes a lot of time because we go through a lot of things. But we want to make sure that when you invest the money to come down to Myrtle Beach to play in a national championship, that you're playing against people of the same skill level as you. And we are taking that. If you're validated, you have nothing to worry about. If you're not validated, we're going to be scrutinizing everything very close.
Yep. That's it, man.
And
Good
not
times.
to penalize you, but just to make you're actually playing in a division that you're supposed to be. So that you don't come in and say, hey, I'm a 14 handicap, and you shoot 74 in the first round.
Yeah. Or even 78 or 79. Or anyhow, we can, yeah. Whew.
So,
good times.
anyways, so real quick, Joe, do you want to do a bonus tonight? Since we got contracts signed, everybody wants to know the dates for January.
Yeah, I just saw that question. Dates for January will be January 8th through 12th.
You want to give him courses yet, or do you want to make him wait?
Oh, I'm happy to share. We have how many people? We still have a pretty good number of people on and watching. Yeah, so January 8th and 9th. So have we discussed November and December yet, or are we?
Let's just briefly, but let's go through tonight for the people that stuck around the whole hour. Let's give them the first 4 majors so they can schedule. You got to stop after January 12th, though.
Okay.
We definitely can't talk about the February majors because people get a little crazy.
Dang it.
If we talked about the February majors.
Okay,
Yes,
so I guess we're just
will.
throwing out. I guess we're just bringing out the salad and the breadsticks then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go.
Any majors in Maryland?
November 1st through 3rd, we'll call it. The APT Kickoff Classic. We're going back to Dancing Rabbit. We'll be playing the Azaleas and the Oaks there. That will be followed in the first weekend in December, 6th through 8th, with the APT Myrtle Beach Holiday Classic. So if you leave Myrtle Beach in September unhappy with your experience at Caledonian True Blue, you will have another opportunity to take her to her knees. Then we'll take a break through the holidays and we'll come back. January 8th and 9th will be the first major of 2025, part of the APT Florida Swing at Disney. And this year we will be playing Magnolia and Palm Course. So the renovations will be done, and
Nice.
we'll be right there playing out of the same clubhouse for both of those rounds.
Cool. Well, so the first 3 are
First 3.
repeats we've been to, all much requested repeats that
Yes.
people love coming to.
Mm-hmm.
But the 10th through 12th is a new venue I know you and I are both particularly excited about.
Absolutely excited.
Absolutely
I'd say.
excited. We got to visit it when we were in Florida, and just was really impressed with the amenities, the golf courses, the staff. So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're going to renew the format that we've been doing in Orlando the last couple of years, where we will have a midweek 2-day event on Wednesday, Thursday, throw in a 1-day on Friday, and then end the week with a 2-day weekend major. So you can pick and choose if you want to come in for 1 or 2 events or play all 3. It's up to you. Just trying to give everybody ample opportunity to play in the wintertime, get out of the cold weather and fly south somewhere warm. So that being said, the new venue, we will start out Friday, January 10th with a 1-day event at the Nicholas course at Reunion Resort. So that will be the APT Florida. I've called it Florida 4-ball, but it'll be a regular stroke play event. And then we'll follow that up with January 11th and 12th with the APT Winter Warm-Up at the Reunion Resort, playing the Palmer and the Watson course. So the cool thing about Reunion is it's one of the only places in the world that has courses designed by Nicholas Palmer and Watson all in the same property. So really, really neat track. Like I said, you you and I got to go out there and preview one of the courses, and the facilities is fantastic as far as the hotel and the dining and all that. But the golf courses are every bit as exceptional. And so we're totally pumped to be able to get this place on the rotation, and I think all the players are going to really, really love that place.
Yeah, I mean the January swing, the APT Florida swing is going to be really, really good. It is a week earlier, which is going to be great. It's going to make it easier on lodging, make it easier on golf, which will be good. Yeah, great lineup. True Blue Caledonia top 100s, Reunion's a special place. Disney obviously hosted PGA Tour events. Dancing Rabbit is a really cool spot. I call it the best value on the APT major. It's under $300, or right at $300. I don't even know if we've looked at it yet. But the casino's like $85 a night. It's stupid, and it's nice.
And it's a nice casino. You can have a good time. A good steakhouse on property. You know, Dancing Rabbit is one of the sneakiest, best deals in all of golf in the entire country.
Yeah. And they love the APT. So they've got a new GM. He called me. He was like, man, I can't wait to have you guys back. So it's going to be good. So we got a couple questions. We'll power through a couple questions here.
Well, I love seeing all the positive comments about Reunion. A lot of people that have played there, and
absolutely,
you know, love seeing that positive reinforcement that they feel the same way about it that we do.
Exactly. No, that is definitely good. Fegley, actually, Troy, you can handle that. You got that.
Yes. Christian asks, any award for Senior Net Player of the Year? Yes, there is an award. They give a trophy for that, and I believe you are leading in the standings, or at least the top 5.
But there's a lot of people close to you.
A lot of people, and to be honest, yeah, you got to make that. You got to make the last day in the top 50%, so you get the better points. So,
the prize, the award for Senior Net Player of the Year is 2 tennis balls to put on your walker. We'll put APT logo on them and everything. I mean, it'll be nice.
Yeah. Please see question before that.
I'll answer this one for Mike from YouTube because Jody and I answer different. Because if I don't answer this, I'll get 20 texts from St. Louis guys. The inaugural APT season was 2019 in St. Louis. We had 2 events in October of 2018. If you want to know, Chris was there in season 1. So he was there from the beginning with me. The first season when Jody and I teamed up to do this thing nationally was when, Jody?
November 1 of 20 was our official launch. Now, I have a follow-up question, though. Where were you physically for the first APT event? Not where was the event, where were you? Because you were not on property.
For the first APT? No, I was on for the first one. I was not on property for the second one. It was the second event that I was not on property.
Right.
Hey, by the way, we're going there. Spencer T. Olin, got to throw a shout out to them. They had a sinkhole. The park they're in had a sinkhole, lost a soccer field to a sinkhole. They've been closed for 3 months. They open on Friday. They've been maintaining their course. It's will be their 25th. That was the second APT event. And if you must know, I was in Kevin Schaefer's office at Ann Breyer running the tournament remotely.
From a secure remote location.
Begley, we'll fill you into the story afterwards.
All right.
It's quite funny now. Let's see what else we got.
Hey, Dave Funkhauser, your $1.04 was applied to the primary. So the general, you can give another $1.04, and you won't have to be dinged with any penalty. So yeah, that's all good. It'll be applied to the general now.
That was so good.
Christian, we're not answering that.
Oh,
it's feasible. Wayne wants to know, Fegley, this is for you. Points from French Lick and Senior, are they applied to the local senior standings?
depends.
It is. We apply both. Come on, handicaps are.
Well, no, it depends, because if you scored at your elevated events,
That's
and
true.
you didn't do well at French Lick, then you wouldn't.
That's true.
Then they wouldn't apply. But yes, if you did well and they were in your, your two best elevated events, then yeah, you're good.
Yes.
So it's kind of a trick question.
So not going to tell you specifically yet. There's 4 courses. You're going to play 2 of them. Moreland at Legends, Heathland at Legends, Heritage Club, Tradition. You're going to play 1 at Legends Resort, 1 down on the south side of the beach. That's all we got for you right now. Begley, this is a good question. We're going through question and answers quick. We've got good things. Can you be moved to different districts? This is a good time to talk about the flight lock because we had a good – we're going to have a segment called Matt's Emails.
Yeah.
I still think we should read mean tweets.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude! I've got
some of the.
Oh no, I got a call from player's mom today.
No.
Player's mom today.
Yeah. All right, let's just stay focused.
I shouldn't. She's probably watching, so I'm not going to comment on it. But it was great.
It
was a voice.
All right.
Just throw it out there. Go ahead, answer the question.
Here is the important thing. Yes, you can be moved, but you have the flight lock to protect you to some extent. But yes, if you have not been relegated in the year, you'll be eligible for the flight lock. If you haven't been relegated, if your GIN is within reason, within 2 points of your lower end of the division, and if you don't play in a lower flight or low division on another tour, you will be eligible for the flight lock, and you can get the full benefit of that. But yes, unfortunately, if you do happen to score too well and you do go through those flight lock numbers, yes, you will be moving. So we got to protect. We got to protect the field.
And Jody, let's talk about the flight lock for a minute, right? Because the flight lock is trying to establish a balance. And I think this is important. And this is one of the things Chris and I were joking. Mike goes, it's important to establish legacy on the website. Just watch the live. We'll get you some legacy. So we'll set up this. This is some legacy here. So 2018, start the APT in the fall, run it in 2019, run it in COVID in 2020. COVID happens. Jody and I are friends. Jody's coming back from an event. They shut down the world in March. I had a digital marketing company for small business, and Jody calls and says, hey, remember that time I told you there'd be a chance to build a national tour? Now it is. And I'm sitting here going like, well, considering the government just shut down every single one of my clients and they don't need marketing spend to be closed, I have nothing to do for the next 4 months. So I'm like, this is a great time to plan it. So we plan a meetup the first weekend, everything reopened in Tennessee. We go down to Memphis, and we got rooms at the Peabody Hotel for $82 a night or something stupid.
May the record reflect that Tennessee opened before everybody.
That's true. But we're at the Peabody Hotel getting takeout, sitting in the lobby. Chris comes with me. He's watching the Ducks, and Jody and I start walking out the business plan. That's how we started. Peabody Hotel in Memphis, $82 a night, takeout. Chris is watching the Ducks.
Takeout rendezvous ribs.
Oh, they were so good. So good. Anyways, but one of the key topics of why we even created a tour in the first place is we wanted to do it a different way, and we wanted to make it better. And one of the things that frustrated Jody and was Jody's key defining issue of why we needed to do something different was the fact that a lot of times players got in the position where you had to make a choice between winning your local final and getting promoted and going to the national championship.
Getting punished for playing well.
And getting punished for playing well in the local final. And so the flip side of that, and Jody and I have debated this back and forth, I think the rules changed 3 times in the 4 years we've been around as we continue to tweak and look at data and study, is you have to find the balance of if a Division II guy, like Jody goes out, his handicap becomes scratch. Obviously, we can't let him go play in the North American Championship as a scratch against 120 guys that are 3.5 to 8.4. But the counterbalance to that is we want the best players from that division for the year competing for a championship. That's the purpose of having a championship. So what we came up with is what we call the 2% flight lock. So that's where Fegley comes in. All you. You're the handicap czar. I can't explain it, but I'm leaving it to you, buddy.
Well, it's pretty simple. You can get an additional move on your index that allows you to go a little bit lower. Division 2, 3.4. If you hit 3.4, you'll be allowed to stay. You won't move. Division 2 or division that's Division 2. Division 3, if you go to 8.2,
8.3.
8.3. Sorry, 8.3.
You're good.
Which is 1 point below, you'll be able to stay. Division 4 is 13.2, and Division 5 is 18.1. It's a small move, but we did see in previous years that there were quite a few players that did run up right against that number, and we felt like it was the fairest way to balance between, how you run a flighted golf tournament with divisions and how you allow players to compete throughout the year. So it's a balance that we've struck right now, and that's where we sit in today's world. And always open to discussions and ideas about how to change it.
Part of that too is the way that the number of rounds that we use that go toward your index as well. We've calculated all that into some of the other tours work differently than we do. But the point of this is, if you go into your tour finals, your local finals, and you're in a battle in the final round trying to win, you work hard all year long to get to that position to be able to try to win your local points race for your division. You shouldn't be worried about what's going to happen if you're going to have to go to nationals and move up a division and feel like you don't have the ability to compete. So we want people to be able to, swing freely, play hard, try to win their local finals, and come in on a high note coming in the North American Championship, because we do want everybody playing their best golf and feeling like they have a chance to win.
Well, and I think this is important to add too. And Troy, I'll bring you in for this because I know you've dealt with it some in Southern California. There are protections on the flight lock. So when somebody hits the flight lock, it triggers a review. And so what we're looking for, if you're playing in a better division on another tour, right? So if you're playing on the equivalent of Division 2 on another tour and you're flight locked in Division 3, we're going to go ahead and move you. You've already shown that your potential is better. We're not here to save you from playing in a flight you shouldn't be in. If you have a GIN and your GIN is more than 2 shots below, you're not eligible for the flight lock. If you relegated at the beginning of the year because you were playing in another division and go back, you're not eligible for the flight lock. It's there to help out the people that have been improving, doing things the right way through the entire year. It's not meant to help the people that are trying to manage themselves on the index line. And nobody has to raise their hand in the chat. Just pretend like we're talking about someone else. It's completely fine. Fagley probably knows who you are. Our handicap committee sits around and studies it. Just saying, Fags.
Fair enough.
There are protections, and I think that's important. Troy, as you talk to your players, it is important to know there are protections there. We're trying to ensure that it's just the people that should be there are actually there. So it's not like I go in and say I'm a 3.5 because I hit range balls once every 4 years and just had a kid. That means I hit range balls once every 10 years. And then I decide to go practice for 3 weeks right before the North American Championship and stay in Division 2 because I've gotten back to my potential. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So can a player with both open and senior local points race? The short answer to that is no, and it's because of USGA limits. So any other questions?
Yep.
You see anything in here?
No.
That's about it, man.
Jody,
Happy
final
Thursday.
thoughts? Happy Thursday.
I'm just sitting here looking at our 24-25 major schedule.
I know, right? So I'm just waiting, Fegley, because I think Jody likes the Thursday night 9. Next thing we know, Jody's going to have his own podcast in Tennessee called the Thursday Night 69 for his district.
So I've already decided my podcast is going to be called The Big Right Miss.
He might get a wide range of people on that podcast name, expecting an entirely different segment than local politics at the state house.
So
Anyhow.
Alderucci,
Woo!
Minder Pebble, no.
The lowdown and the
Close.
69.
Yep.
But no.
Yeah, no Pebble. No Pebble. Sure. That's
I can say this about the remaining major venues.
Uh-oh.
They all have grass. You'll love the turf.
Love the turf.
There we go.
That's about all I'm willing to say at this point.
I'm just waiting for Phil to log in, just like beat red with his like pieces of Jody, don't be telling anyone in the majors.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten a text message. Urgent.
So yeah, we've heard the golf course this weekend, by the way, for those guys at Bears Best we've heard it's really good. I'm looking forward to being there. It's gonna be fun.
There you go.
It's not all
No,
Bermuda,
Chris,
Alderucci.
it's not all Bermuda. We got all kinds of different grass. From bent to Bermuda to Poe to what else? What else is there? Bluegrass? I don't know.
We need an agronomist.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, he's counting. How many states? Ooh.
That's what I'm doing.
Do any of the NAC scores count?
At least 11 different states left.
I don't even know what that means, Fegley.
At least 11 different states in the remaining majors to be announced.
There we go. Jim, you need to clarify that question.
Yeah.
Like, would they count? Well, oh, that is a good one. You're not. No one's getting moved between regular and senior.
No, we won't have time for that. We don't have time for that.
Unless you do something stupid.
Well, there's always an asterisk.
There's always a possibility of the battlefield promotion.
Yes.
Jim, if you shoot 67 in D5, we will congratulate you, but you'll probably move before the senior.
Yeah. Well, I'll shoot 67 in D2, that's for sure. And then we have 4 holes to play.
Yes, Chris. There is at least one major near the Atlantic. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Boy.
So funny.
Gotta love it.
I don't even know what to do over here. Taking the abuse. Until next week. Where will we be next week, Fegley? I think I'll be at home.
I'll still be in sunny California.
Nice.
I'll be out here.
Nice. We're getting close. Next week we'll have some more stuff to chat about, though. We'll have some practice round information. We'll have some more info. We may have the course rotation next week.
Yep.
So,
yep.
who knows? I wonder how many people applied for the North American Championship since we told.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Want to take any bets?
I'm going to say not too many because the majority of folks that were
on this live
probably were already signed up if they were going. Just making a bold assumption there. But,
you weren't be completely correct.
Really? Well, it's good. It's good if we got more.
Yeah. We got some new people. I'll need to approve some people in.
Gotta verify
some. They're guessing in the comments. That's hilarious.
15. Wait. Shit. Do we say 6? Is 6 the right answer?
6 and 15, 21. You win, sir.
Yeah.
I was just say definitely minor wins with 6.
Yep.
Are we playing Price is Right rules?
Price is Right rules, minor wins.
Aaron says, I missed the start. What did we announce?
I don't even know. 2025 memberships open. Hold on. I got it. Watch this. There you go. Boom.
There.
I wonder if I can drag this around the
Aaron,
screen.
scan it quick.
Here, I got you, Jody. There we go. You guys are killing me.
There we go.
There we
Yes.
go. That's why we got Chris. So,
Nice.
so
Very
Chris,
nice.
how do we do on pace of play for the night? I know we lingered around in the bar in the 19th hole for probably too long, but I thought we got through the 9 pretty smooth.
Well, let's just say if we had any holes left, I'd be moving you and giving everybody triple bogey.
Is this like pardon the interruption? He comes in at the end and tells us all the things we screwed up.
Yes.
I love it.
Yep.
Jody's
This
like,
was
I
a-
didn't even know I was going to be on this tonight, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, we need our fact checker. There you go, Chris. At the end, you can come in and fact.
You're
check
the
us.
fact checker.
I've been called worse.
It happens.
Oh man.
I bet he's checked some fat before.
And we're immediately transitioning to APT After Dark. Chris, can you cut the recording back to like an hour?
Yeah, I wish I could.
Need a
Oh.
five-stick red button.
Oh, I
So-
love it.
Any other questions before we roll out of here?
Nope, I
Gotta
don't
get
think
ready
I
to
have
go
a
to
question.
Bear. I got to go to Bear.
Chris is like, there are no members. There are no members.
Keith wants to know if the membership graphics are available. Stay tuned to your email tonight. I will be sending them to you.
Nice.
So, Michael Lynn, tune in next Thursday to find out the answer to your question. I don't know, but we'll tell you next Thursday if we need another time back to find out.
Thanks for speaking that into existence.
Just so you know, there wasn't a tornado last year. Just Chris almost got hit by lightning. No big deal.
Right.
And 2 of our members thought the best way to shelter in a lightning storm was under a tree. So we had to ride out because we thought they died. But no, they were just hanging out under a tree. We're just in there on the tree. And I'm like, do you know in kindergarten, the one thing you don't do in a lightning storm is get under a tree?
You stay away from the tall objects.
Okay.
Oh, there's a good question. One more before we leave. About handicap on the app.
Is there
This
somewhere on
one?
the app that shows your handicap?
No.
Oh, that was the wrong
Wayne
one.
Bishop.
Present. Oh my gosh. So no, it's not available on the app yet. Maybe someday. I don't know. I
I'm
know it's a
working on it.
request, but-
I have an idea, but you can get it on the website.
Yes, you can get it on the website. You can look it up in 2 ways. One of them is through the member search. Member search on the website. The other one is through your profile. If you've ever signed up for a tournament or logged in to your Blue Golf
Yep.
on the computer, it's under, I think it's other and then tournament index. So that's where you find it.
So
There you go. That's it.
there we go.
On that note, Chris,
Until next time.
taking us out.
Taking us
Until
out,
next
Chris.
time. We will see you all later. Have a good night, everybody.